Here to debate, we've got Democratic strategist Joel Payne. He's down in our nation's capital, and Fox News contributor and president of Independent Women's Voices, Tammy Bruce. Good morning to both of you.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Can we both agree he was joking about being president for life?
Well, I certainly agree. But here's the issue, and for my friend on the other side there, that the president knows that even with a joke, he can control the entire narrative and the dynamic. There's so much angst with the Democratic side. All the pearls have now been clutched into dust. And this is what's fascinating. So that he controls the narrative in that fashion. But it is really about also having a sense of humor and knowing, of course, what the messaging is. And it's really just about that with America's media. The entire world knows the president is kidding, but the American media doesn't want to notice it, but also, of course, has no sense of humor themselves.
Well, I tell you what, Joel, the New York Times itself on their op-ed page wrote, Mr. Trump was surely joking about becoming president for life.
You know, from their lips to God's ears. I hope this president was joking. But, you know, the bigger point here is you look at this president, he's failed every test of leadership. This is not conjecture. This is not opinion. He has failed. That's why he's got historically low approval numbers. That's why many Americans who put their trust in him are having second thoughts. He was already the third choice for president behind people who chose not to vote in Hillary Clinton. I think he has not improved his standing since Election Day last year.
Well, but see, this is where facts come in. As a matter of fact, his numbers today, over the weekend, were exactly where Barack Obama's were at the same time. Millennials, a new Zogby report, has millennials supporting him, I think, at like 49 or 50%. And when it comes to the Second Amendment, 65% of millennials want the Second Amendment, want their right to own a firearm. But you see, we don't know those things because the media doesn't report that. And Joel has to say, I believe, because the media is not reporting the facts of the success of his policies, which is why these numbers are going up, whether it's the tax reform or making America great again, and of course worrying about middle class and our steel workers and everyone else.
Joel.
Tammy, respectfully, yeah, I can list off everything that he's failed at. He's failed as comforter-in-chief. He's failed as actually a policy, as someone who's accomplished policy in office. Tax reform is the only thing he has to brag on.
The extra cash in everybody's wallet, it changes our lives. You know that. It makes a difference in whether or not you have a vacation, whether you can pay the rent, whether you can pay money into your child's education fund.
Tammy,
it changes
he's failed at
everything.
military. He's failed at military leadership. He's failed
ISIS
with the
would disagree with that,
raid.
sir.
He's failed with
Ask
Charlottesville,
ISIS
with
about our
Me
military
Too.
leadership.
Joel,
Yeah, you can ask ISIS about President Obama
Joel,
as well.
let's just fixate for a moment on how has he failed in military?
How has he failed in military?
Yeah,
The
military leadership.
The Niger raid, that was a complete disaster. And his handling of the war widow after that, a complete disaster, an egg on his face. The international community laughs at him. He's mocked. President Putin of Russia, as Hillary Clinton said, he's wanted a puppet in the White House, and he's got one.
Well, look, when we had the Oslo international gathering, he was cheered like a rock star. So we've got facts that counteract everything you noted, but the Democrats will only survive if they join reality and admit the nature of what's really going on in this country.
All right, a great chat to get people's blood going this morning. Joel and Tammy, thank you very much for joining us live.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.